Touchdown. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Red square,
Touchdown.
what's a buckle for me friend them?
Touchdown.
For me day one friend them.
Last week, hard tweet. And if you're comfortable living certain type of life, you're gone deep. Yeah.
Hello again, world. Thank you guys for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. The intro track today is by our very own I'm Like Red Square, throwback. So yeah, make sure you guys go research that one and definitely put that on your playlist. Thank you for joining us, as I said, on another episode. We are humbled and happy to be here with you guys to just chit chat on another episode. Before we start the topic, we want to get into our plugs. Make sure you shop with us at Just Bag It, www.justbagit.com, JUSBAGIT.com, for all your reusable shopping totes. We got y'all covered. If you need any loose glitters, I'm wearing one tonight. Don't really remember the name, but yeah, if you need any of these loose glitters, you could definitely check it out on NikkiGlitzCosmetics.com. She have a wide variety. The fall collection just came out, so make sure you guys go over to her website and check it out. We have Pure White Cleaners in New York City. If you are in the city or in the tri-state area and you need your place to be sanitized during or after Corona, make sure you guys hit up Mr. Frank White.
Noel Watson. Big up yourself, youth. They don't know we're professionals now, so we have to deal with professional.
Well, he's still Frank White on IG, so they're what?
Professional level works, you know what I mean? So if you want to find Pure White Cleaners, go to Pure White Cleaners on Instagram.
Yes.
Okay.
We have Wings On out in East Meadows, Long Island. Make sure you guys go check them out if you're hungry and you need a quick bite to, to eat, something to keep you on the go.
What's going on now? NFL.
Yeah,
NFL season is
here.
in full swing.
Yeah,
so
you know, on your Sunday nights, you want to go chill
nights,
out.
Yeah.
You go grab your wings from them, have your little beer, the traditional American
vibration.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So just jump right into it. Definitely support Wings On out in East Meadows, Long Island. Kay's Fruit Pops here in Jamaica. Make sure you check her out if you need any natural fruit pops like ices.
Yeah.
All natural ingredients. Make sure you check it out on Instagram. Her out on Instagram. K Fruit Pops or Kamisha_B.
Yeah.
Who else we got? 90 Day Win. Make sure you guys check out the podcast. Make sure you guys go pick up the book, 90 Day Win, Ignite the Go-Getter Within.
Yeah.
It's a great read.
Awesome read.
Yeah, make sure you guys go and check it out and support. It's available on Amazon.
I'm actually at chapter 1. Just finished chapter 1, so it's a really good book. Check it out.
Yeah. Who else we got?
House of Loaves.
House of Loaves out in New Kingston, Jamaica.
Yeah.
If you need any quick breakfast while you're on the go, trying to get to work in the morning, or
get to the
wherever
food
you gotta
truck.
get to. Find a food truck out in New Kingston. Make sure you check them out and make sure you definitely support House of Loaves.
Yeah.
LPI Radio. Make sure you check them out as well. They're a radio station based in Atlanta. Always bring the hottest hits. Make sure you just listen to them and support.
Yeah, most definitely.
Yeah, so I guess that'll be it for our plugs today. If we didn't catch you on this episode, we'll catch you on the next one or the next. Yeah, so into
Big
the
up all
topic.
entrepreneurs.
Yes, all the entrepreneurs, definitely shout out to y'all because you know it's a hard time for us right now. But you know what I'm saying? With the great good grace of the Almighty, we'll all be
Africa
all right.
culture.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out to yourselves. Um, Topic today.
Mm-hmm. What you want to talk about?
Why did I get married?
Why did I get married?
Mm-hmm. Because many people.
I mean,
don't,
is it a personal question, or is it just
I was
in
actually
general?
watching the movie earlier.
Mhm.
So kind of, brought up a lot of things I was thinking about. And the question really sparked me because there's a lot of people that we don't really think as humans, like, what is the real reason or why are we getting, into this, some people would say contractual obligation, or a contracted marriage or whatever you want to look at it as. So that's just something that I was thinking of, like, that's kind of an important conversation that I don't think we've ever had.
Answer the question. Why did you get married?
For me, it was more, honestly, I thought of the question, but I didn't really think of the answer. But, honestly, I would say because this is just something that I've always wanted. Like, I've always wanted a family.
Okay.
I've always wanted to have my children, my husband, have that life that I grew up with. I always wanted that.
Right.
So I guess for me, marriage came hand in hand with having that. You had to have, the spouse to be able to fulfill that unit that I was trying to
So it wasn't
achieve.
necessarily about me. It was
What
just.
do you mean?
It wasn't necessarily about me, the person.
The person? No,
It was just a situation that you saw yourself in and wanted to be in.
No, not necessarily because I didn't see myself married to anybody. You get what I'm saying? Over time, you became someone that I saw myself, being married to and, being in a committed long-term relationship with. It wasn't just always like, okay, I just wanted to get married just because of the, the feel or the look of it. But it definitely had a lot to do with you as a person because, the feeling that you gave after a time and the things that you were doing, your actions were matching up with your words for me. So it kind of showed
at the time that we got married.
Yeah.
Because
we were making a lot of steps, in my opinion. Like we were making a lot of steps to become better, to be on the same page by the time we got married.
Okay.
When we got engaged, I would say, okay, maybe it wasn't there 100%, but during that time from engagement to marriage, which was about 11 months, I think like things got to a different level where we were on, where it was, okay, it's not just about just the look of it. It was more of, okay, this is somebody I do see myself with. This is somebody I do see making certain changes or, making certain steps to make things better or make actions better. So that's what more was for me at that time when we got married. I don't know for you, but
okay.
That's why for me, that's why I tell you, like, marriage is something that I find and I take very seriously. Because it's like once I put myself in that commitment, that's what it is for me. And I only got one in me. I'm not trying to be doing this 2, 3, 4, 5 times. Like, I don't have nothing against it. But for me personally, like, I don't think I can do that. Okay. So that's the reason for me, like, I would say why I wanted to get married. It was something, as I said, it was something that I've seen my parents, both of my parents, ever since I was a little girl, together. Ever since I was born, they've been together. So I grew up in that, household with the family, and, we're going to the movies together. We're doing family activities, and we're doing things like that. Like, I grew up around that. I grew up with that. So for me, I felt like that was the best thing because I've seen situations where females weren't so lucky as me, where they didn't have a father in their household, or they had only just one parent, whether it's the father and the mom died, or the mom is not there and it's just the dad only. Like, things like that have happened. So I look at that and I'm like, all right, I have to make sure that I try to emulate that behavior, to be able to give my kids them, because I feel like I turned out pretty good as an adult. And I feel like it was all, a part of my upbringing and, how I was able to process things and be able to deal with things as a child, and the room I had to grow, and just seeing certain, positive role models and positive influences around me, marriages and stuff like that, successful marriages. So that's something that definitely kind of, I'm very fuzzy to that, if you understand what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man, I get you. I understand totally what you mean.
For you?
Well, the reason why I got married, honestly, was because you wanted to. Marriage is not something that in the past, or to be honest, even now, is not really something that
You see her.
is either here nor there for me.
Mm-hmm.
The institution that is marriage is it's just something that I never really saw as purposeful
Mm-hmm.
or important to life or to the outcome of life. I never saw it that way. I mean, over time, yes,
Mm-hmm.
I can now, say that, to some degree I was wrong in thinking that, because, as you pointed out, when children are in a steady home, things tend to turn out better, not all the time, but tend to. And that word "tend to" is the reason, maybe the reason why I also still have that vibe or that energy towards marriage. It's not something that changes much for me. If you don't want something, or if you want something, you will do it or you won't do it. Getting married does not change the fact that I love you. It doesn't change the fact that I want to spend the rest of my life with you. It doesn't change the fact that I wanted to have kids with you. It doesn't change the fact that I would have eventually started to treat you better. All the things that marriage comes with, so to speak. It doesn't change anything for me if we didn't get married.
I mean, for me, I don't think it would have changed anything, but marriage is just something like I've always...
It's kind of like a facade, for lack of a better word, for me.
For many people, because that's how they treat it.
I really don't...
It's not going to be nothing more than that if you don't treat it and give it the care that it needs.
Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. You can give your partner the care without getting married to him or her. It's kind of like a bond that we can develop over time and space without walking down the aisle.
Ask you a question. Do you think that we would still be here in this relationship if we weren't married?
Yes.
After everything that we've been through?
Yes. And I say that because you grow.
Yeah,
you grow
that's
mentally.
For me, without the marriage, it's just like
I can't
I'm
agree.
here wasting my time because I'm just your girlfriend.
No, because you grow with that mentality there, with that thought process there. And that's just my opinion. You grow with that thought process there, that if we not get married, then it's a waste of time. You're still my girlfriend, and
no, I wasn't raised
you're still available to do whatever you want to do because we are not married.
Exactly, because when we're boyfriend and girlfriend, I'm not putting so much pressure on. And
what I'm saying is,
but when we're married, it's a different level of respect.
No, something changes in the mind mentally. Yes,
nothing changes. Well,
when you get married, yes, something changes in the mind mentally, and I understand that, and I have to respect that. But what I'm saying is, I think that even without getting married, something can still change in your mind through the journey, the growth, the getting closer, having children, just the whole journey, the whole process of becoming
I don't
one.
think I could be in a long-term relationship with a man, 15, 16 years, and we're not married. I don't think that makes sense. If we're grown people, you make that choice. If you want to play teenage and young girl, young boy games, you go do that shit somewhere
Yeah,
else.
but my question is, why does it have to be? Why does it have to be labeled in the in
Why-
that
what-
way?
what is so bad about the label?
Yeah, nothing bad about it.
Because there's many things
There's nothing
that
bad
have
about
bad
it, you know.
perceptions
The
of
thing
them
about
and
it is
people
that
still love it.
the thing about it is that, you know, it changes something in the mind. See, and because
Yeah, but
it
people
changes
always-
something in the mind, now your behavior change. And you start
Alright, so let me ask you
to
this.
deal with certain
Let me ask you this.
situations a
Since
certain
we've
way.
been- Since we've been married, have I changed who I am as a person? Like to say for the bad?
Your
or
behavior
negative?
change because
so?
your behavior change. You become
There's a higher standard
even more
there for you.
possessive. You become even more expectant. You become
Because we're
exactly. Yes, I mean, I say you become even more
Yeah, but how
expectant
many
because.
years? So let me ask you. So
And what I'm saying is,
when it's better for men, when it's not, we're not. There's no labels, there's no titles, and you can be able to do what you want or whatever the case is, and that fits better.
it's not a. It's I don't think it's
Is
a.
that
it's,
something that's more acceptable for,
I don't
for
think
you
that
guys?
it's a,
Like I don't
it's
get
a matter
that.
of fitting better.
So I don't get
And let me just talk from
your
my
perspective.
personal perspective
Mhm.
and not in general, because you know other men out there have other ideas and,
Okay.
and think about whatever, you know, the institution of marriages and why do one gets married, you know, why do one get married. For me, it's all about what changes in the head, and after that change in the mind, the behavior after that.
No, because for many years I never had much expectation for us as a couple or in a
Until
relationship.
marriage.
But that's not a good thing. Why would you want to be in a relationship with someone who don't really have much expectation for the relationship? That means that they
Nikita.
don't see the relationship going
But not
anywhere, or
getting
it's
married
not-
does not mean that
For me, it's a
And that's what
different
I'm
level.
saying.
I expect more of you.
it's your
I expect
personal
more
opinion.
of you, and you know what I expect more of? I expect more of you, of your understanding, of your reason, of your respect, of communication.
And
That's what
that-
I expect more of.
and that
That's supposed to be
and
a
that is
given in
something
relationship.
exactly. That is something that either you get it right away or it develops over time.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? It doesn't necessarily have to come with a wedding ring.
Yeah,
You
but
understand
how
what I'm
long
saying?
you gonna sit there and have
It's
me
not about
wait
how long.
for-
What is a time? Why is there a time limit when
Why
it comes
isn't
to
there
growing
a time?
together?
Why isn't there a time limit?
Because you're growing together. Why? There's
yeah,
no
we're
time,
growing together,
there's no
but
time
what am I
limit
going to
with-
be here 20, 30 years with you as your girlfriend, and then when
It's
it comes
not-
down
that's
to
what
it,
I'm
hold on,
saying.
hold
Again,
on, let me
there's-
throw a scenario in there,
you're
right?
adding labels.
Let me throw a scenario in there, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're in this relationship, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're not married. We're just boyfriend, girlfriend, 15, 20,
You're
30
adding
years. Hold
labels.
on. What? Boyfriend, girlfriend?
Yes,
But
and
that's-
that's trivializes.
So, but that's so
it
what is-
trivializes.
so hold on. So what
it
is it going to be?
trivializes-
Just we're just together and that's just it?
No, it trivializes. When you say it that way, it trivializes what we have. You
How?
understand? Oh, you mean how? Because you're saying boyfriend and girlfriend like a little picnic thing that. You understand what I mean? I say when in reality,
I'm
when
not
you're in a
saying
person.
boyfriend and girlfriend like it's a little picnic thing, but if after certain years it's a little picnic thing.
But that's what I'm.
If me and you boyfriend and girlfriend for 15, 20 years, yeah, like a picnic game, yeah,
yeah,
play
but that's
with
what
me.
I'm saying. You're trivializing.
So
Don't say
why-
you're not trivializing when
so-
you're trivializing.
All right.
Right? You're trivializing what we have. You know, what you and that person develop
Okay,
over
I've
time.
been- okay,
I mean, if you
I've been
see.
with you for 30 years, 25 years, whatever the time frame is, more than 15 plus,
Mhm,
and you get into a car accident and
mhm,
you go to the hospital,
mhm.
and choices need to be made, decisions need to be made. And these are conversations that we've had, these are talks that we've had,
Mhm.
these are understanding that we both have.
Mm-hmm.
But at the same time, I can't make any decision for you because guess what? I'm not your
The
wife.
system. Well, that the
So
system.
that's
the,
what
the
I'm
system
saying. Certain
creates
things.
that.
That's what I'm saying. Certain things where men just think marriage is all about one thing. There's other aspects to having the benefits of a marriage.
Yeah, but
You
Nikita,
get what I'm saying? Like it's
my,
not.
my thing is this. I understand that there are systematic benefits to getting legally married. I understand that, but we're not really talking about. Let's be honest here. We're not really talking
I said it
about.
was just a scenario.
Yeah, but we're not really talking about that
Okay.
aspect
Okay.
of what, of why did I get married. We're not really talking about that because that's a systematic thing that can be overridden in any way. It's just a conversation you take with you and your family or whatever for understand. Say, listen, this is what we have. Yeah, people on the outside, family or whatever, them see us good together. Them see we grow together. Them see how we treat each other over time, over the years, year after year after year after year. Them realize and understand, say, okay, this is where he wants to be, this is where she wants to be. That is his family now.
Yeah,
you understand?
but let me ask you a question.
And so
During
decisions
this-
are going to be made by either you or me. You understand?
No, it doesn't go like that. That's in your reality. It doesn't.
And what
go
is
like
in your
that.
reality?
It don't go like that in the real world. In the real world, it's always like shit going on. Like it's always who don't want this from who want this. That in that scenario as we're speaking.
Yeah,
of.
but whether
Like,
or not
it's-
we're married, who want this or who want this, there's
once
always
you're
that
married,
issue.
No, once you're married, the only person that can have that say so is your wife. Point blank. Period.
Keita, as me say, we are straight from the point of what we really want to get
Okay.
to here. We're not
Okay.
talking about systematic things when are really
Okay.
we're trivial.
Okay.
You understand? We're talking about why did I get married? Or why did you get married? I mean, I say, I don't see it as something that
Yeah,
is...
but if you don't see something as something that's important or that's
that is
necessary,
that
why get
necessary.
into it?
Because like I said, you wanted to...
Yeah, but
you
why?
wanted to get
There
married,
was no
and
gun
I
to your
wanted...
head.
Huh?
There was no gun to your head.
I never said there was.
So why? That's what I'm saying. What is the point of getting into something that you don't agree with?
And I'm going to answer it again. You wanted to get married. I wanted to make you happy. And that's why we got married. I wanted to make you happy.
Okay.
Yeah. Marriage is not something that I grew up around. And I don't know many people from my childhood that I can say, was married. I've never seen it, as a youth. People happily married and things. I know common law wife. I know common law things. I see people grow up in the same house, man and woman for years without getting married. You understand? And are still together and even, until death.
I'm not knocking it, but
You
for
understand what I
me
say?
personally,
But
I'm not
I
doing
don't understand
it.
that.
Like,
And
I'm
that's
not
why,
doing it.
and that's why me I say, I got married because I knew that this was important to you, and it didn't matter to me. It didn't matter to me either way. I just wanted to make you happy. That's why.
Okay.
I just wanted to make you happy. It's not something that, mattered to me either way.
Yeah, but even if something don't matter to me and it's gonna make you happy, I don't think I'm gonna be.
And that's fine. You can make that decision for yourself. That's cool, and I'm cool with that. You understand what I say? Because that not stop nothing. That stops nothing. You understand what I say? But from my point of view, from where I was standing, I wanted to make you happy. And I wanted to move forward with you.
Yeah, but you see, the thing is, you wanting to make someone happy, but at the same time you're not ready, don't make sense.
I mean, when will someone ever be ready?
What do
You know,
mean, when
that's what
someone
me-
ever
and-
be
and-
ready?
and that
There
is the thing.
There are many men out there that are
That
ready
is
and
the
know
thing
when
that
they're
I'm
ready
saying.
to
Like,
get married.
you never know when you're ready.
Yes, you do.
It's
yes,
just
you do.
it's just the journey, because you can get married, and what the expectations are for marriage, you're still growing into that. You understand what I mean? So you're still growing into to the expectations that a wife have for her husband and a husband have for him wife.
Yeah,
You're
that's
still
a
growing
that's
into
a
that.
daily
So
growth.
exactly. So you're this notion of being ready, and it's neither here nor there for me.
I think a man knows, anyone who's getting married and truly loves that person and truly really wants to get married, they know when they're ready.
Love has nothing to do with marriage.
What do you mean love has nothing to do with marriage?
I don't think so. That's just my opinion.
What do you explain that? Break that down, because I don't.
Love. When you love somebody, you don't have to get married to them. You can love somebody
I
without.
understand that
You can love somebody. You can love somebody eternally, endlessly,
and
until
not be
death,
married.
and not get married to that person.
I'm not. I never said that.
That's what
it's
I
not
mean.
happening. I'm okay with that.
That's
I don't
what I
have an
mean.
issue with that.
That's what I mean. That's what I mean. You can love somebody and not get married.
Yeah, you can love
Love
somebody and
not
not get
equate
married.
to marriage.
But at the same time, you have to have love to really have a true marriage. So that's I'm like.
I understand that. But as me say, and you agree, you can love somebody and don't get married to them. You can love somebody, stay together with them, deal with them faithfully as if you were married. Without walking down the aisle and joining that institution.
Listen to me, you're doing the stupid shit that men do, talking about everything y'all want to blame on this institution. Cut all that bullshit. Like, that don't make no sense at all. Because at the end of the day, it's an institution that 90% of y'all came into without a gun to your head. And you guys are happily in the institution right now as probably a freaking board member in the institution.
That's
so
fine.
What?
But at the same time, like I said, I can only speak for myself. I can only speak for myself here. I understand what I say. But this is a personal question.
Okay.
So, I think I can answer that question from a wider perspective.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Because there are so many reasons why another man can tell you, say, why I'm in that. And if she want me married and Ray, she can go on. And Ray, and me not depend that.
Yeah, but that's just stupidity because, as you said, it's a part of the institution. I would call it being brainwashed by being told by other men that marriage is a bunch of crap.
Yeah, but you
and
can
marriage
also
is this
say
and
that marriage
that.
is
So
also a
it can be-
brainwash institution as well.
How so?
Then how so we can say brainwash by saying that marriage is
Because
is not good?
other men tell y'all this bullshit, so
Same
y'all
way,
just
your
continue
parents
to.
and other people tell us say it's a good thing, or society tell us say marriage is a
Many
good thing.
parents aren't even that
Who
married.
tell us say marriage is a good thing?
Nobody don't have to tell you that. You can see when you see a good marriage. You can know that.
Yeah,
you
but
can
there are
feel
many
that.
marriages out there that aren't good and fail
And-
daily.
Yeah, but I'm not sitting there worried
So-
about the ones that are failing. I'm
But
worried
you have to
about the
split
ones that are
justice.
being
You have to
No,
speak from
you're
a
not worried
perspective.
about. But why would you sit there and worry about the marriages that are failing? That's not what you're trying to do.
not
I'm trying to be
necessarily
on
a
the
worry.
positive side to make sure my marriage is succeeding.
It's not
So that's
necessarily
what
a
I'm going
worry,
to be worried
Nikita.
about.
It's looking from all perspectives when you're having a conversation about something that has many different dynamics to it. You understand what I say? Yeah. People marriage fail every day, and people are successful in their marriages. You have to look at both sides. For a man, for make your decisions, because decisions have to be made based upon
as you said,
what
if you're gonna look
upon
at
the things that you
failure
see.
if you're gonna look at the failure of it, you're gonna be afraid to get into it because there's not many around you.
Naturally,
But right there, you could be missing out on a great thing. You could be missing out on your soulmate.
Me no
and
know
you-
that.
Exactly, but how would you get to know it if you're not gonna try something?
at the end of the day, me no business about that. Speaking from a perspective that is not mine.
Okay.
You understand what I say? At the end of the day, you can say what you want to say. Me no business about that.
Okay.
If a that you want, you can go on your ways. Me not in a that. If you want, we sit down in a relationship together and grow and journey together. No problem. But me not in a that married something there. That a man I go tell you. When I depend that.
Because he's not
And
open to. He's not.
not everybody is.
Not everybody is, but just because you're not open to something, that don't mean you're not supposed to try new things. That don't mean you're not supposed to open yourself to
And
new
it don't-
adventures.
and it also
when you
don't
do
mean
stuff
that-
like that, you keep yourself in a box. You keep yourself closed in for some strange reason. Why would you want to do that in a journey of such a beautiful thing called
Because
life?
that is my decision.
Yeah, but then you're gonna sit there and then you're gonna mess with a married woman and you're gonna sleep with, like, you get what I'm saying? Like, y'all, it
That
makes
is a possibility.
No sense. Like it's the thinking
That is a
behind it is-
possibility, but there's also the possibility that you can find your woman and everything can alright, and you know go outside of your relationship and you're not good until death do us part without
yeah, but
walking
that
down
don't
the aisle.
happen though.
What?
That rarely happen. Rarely.
Okay.
I would love to find a man or in a relationship where a woman says that she's never had an issue or
We'd love
cheating
to
or
find
anything like
a
that.
man in a marriage that has never cheated.
Yeah, I would love to find that.
We'd
Well,
love to find a woman in a
I'll
marriage that has never cheated or have the thought about cheating. Like, we'd love to find that. We are humans, you know. Them things are going to happen, you know, mentally, in your mind. Whether you do it, whether you carry out the action, yes or no. Like, marriage not stop nothing from happen.
I never said marriage stop anything from happening.
So,
but with marriage, for me, there's
again,
a certain level
that
of expectations that is put up on you as being in a relationship with me. That's my thing. If you feel like you don't want to put up with what I'm putting out there or what I
So
expect
why you
of
can't?
you,
So why
well,
can't
even
you?
but even before when we were in a relationship, before we got married, I didn't put stress on you. I didn't put anything on you. Like I didn't
but-
really care about
all right,
certain
what
things.
I'm
It
saying-
was just whatever for me.
All right. What I'm saying now is why eventually you couldn't or the relationship couldn't grow with that expectation
What expectation?
that we shouldn't go outside of what we have.
Yeah, but
Without
that wasn't,
getting
but
married.
that wasn't being done from before. So why am I gonna?
No, listen to the
expect-
question now.
What is the
Why
question?
why can't that expectation come through growth and journey without
Yeah, but
getting
you
married?
want- you see, the thing is, y'all men, y'all want too much from us. I know why we for sit down for 20, 15, 20 years, we don't know, for growth. While y'all out here doing stupid shit on the streets and then having us look like friggin' idiots.
But you're not answering my question. You're
What?
still a debate on the negative. You
Oh,
understand
now
what I
it's the
say?
negative.
No,
Okay.
that's what your words may I use now, you know.
Okay.
You're still a debate on the
Okay.
negative.
Okay.
My question is why can't that expectation grow and come within that unit that you have without walking down the aisle
That growth and expectation can come. But for me,
for you?
that's the shit that I'm not on. Like, I'm not doing no 15,
And that's
20 years
fine.
with you. Like, I'm not doing no jail
Think
time with
outside
you,
of
brother.
yourself.
Like, all right, think about this. Let me put it like this. I'm with you in a relationship, and we've been together for 10, 15 years. You're doing your thing outside. I'm not bothering you. You're doing what you want to do. And you expect me to continue to live my life like that, where it's no expectations, there's no nothing. You can just come and go as you please, sleep with whomever you please, and then come home to me and expect me to be content and comfortable with that as a woman.
No,
Are you
that
crazy?
is
But that's what
that is
you're
a-
saying. That's what you're
That's
getting-
not what I'm saying. That is
For
a
the-
that is a that is
Okay.
a that is a
Let me put
You
it
can't
like
find
this.
the word.
Okay, well, that
But-
is our relationship. That was our relationship where you wanted to do what you wanted to do outside and you expected me to sit there and be the nice little queen inside and just don't worry about nothing that happens outside of the house. And then you wanted to continue to do that disrespectful shit.
Right.
But then you expect me to continue to sit down 10, 15, 20 years with you doing the same foolishness, with me not putting no expectations on you. If I never did certain things, we would have been still living the same way right now to this day if I never put my foot
I
down.
don't agree.
Yes, we would have.
I
And that's
don't
the type
agree.
of shit where y'all men, because when I feel like someone
I
to
don't
get a little
agree.
inch on the take a mile. That's why I don't play that type of shit.
I
Like
don't
when
agree.
we're in a relationship and we are saying, okay, we're boyfriend and girlfriend, and there's no expectation upon you, I gave you time. I gave you enough time. So once I say, oh, wait, why are you laughing?
No, speak.
No, you chuckling.
I
like-
don't agree with
Okay.
what you're saying.
You don't agree with what?
With what you're saying.
What am I saying that you don't agree with?
Eventually, like I said before, things would have gotten to a point where
Yeah, but
the
that's how
expect-
you feel it. That's how
okay, and
you
that's
feel.
fine.
And
That's
what I'm telling
that's
you.
fine.
That's what I'm telling you.
You never
For
did ever
me,
deal with that, and that's also
it
fine.
wouldn't have
That's why
been-
I say I got married because I wanted to make you happy, and that's why I'm still here to make you happy. The moment that light switch there go off in my brain, then that's the moment where I go both walk away. You understand what I say? So that's why I say me put it out there from a personal perspective. You wanted to get married. I wanted to make you happy. And that's what happened.
But
But you have men out there, seeing,
yeah, but as
that
you said,
don't give a damn
as
about
you said,
this.
we're not speaking about men out there. We're speaking about you personally.
All right, we're going
So
back to me
that's why I
personally
said-
again. All right, let's go. Let's go back to me personally
Well
again.
played, Mayor. That's why I said, for us, how we were moving, how our relationship was going, we would have been doing the same two-step
And I
dance like we
said
would
I
have been
don't
doing.
agree.
Yes, because your actions would have never changed.
You can't determine that.
I'm positive about that. I'm
Okay.
100% positive.
Keep on being
that.
positive.
I'm positive on that. Your attitude and your actions would
Keep
have
on
never
being
changed
positive about that.
if
I don't
didn't put my
agree.
foot down.
I don't agree.
Okay. All right.
I don't agree.
Okay. But as I said, it would have. So with that said, like that's why my thing is either we're gonna get married, we're gonna make another step in the relationship, or we're gonna have to keep it pushing because it's not. What's the purpose? What are we doing? And at that time, we were already like 9 years in, one child. Like, no, I'm not gonna keep having kids for you and being your baby mama, and you decide that okay, you're gonna go on all the shit that we've been through, and then when me and you left, next thing 8 years, say you're married to the next woman, where they would like. I've seen that shit happen so many times. So many times. So for me to sit down and be a fool to that and be like, okay, I'm going to give him time to grow. You have time to grow. You're not a child. You're a grown-ass man. So you should know what it is that you want and what it is that you don't want. So when you say you want a woman and you decided, okay, you're going to create a family or you're going to start doing certain things with her, you're going to be living in an apartment together. Y'all living
Marriage after
together.
combo.
Exactly. What is the purpose of y'all sitting there doing all this two-step? If you're comfortable with that, that's cool. But for me personally, like, I'm not doing that with you. I'm not.
And that's fine. That's fine, Akita. That's fine.
So that's why I got married.
That's fine. That's fine. And that's why I got married too. That's fine.
You full of shit.
You know? But yeah, it still, you know, not change nothing.
Yeah, it still don't change nothing on my end too, because at the
You know,
end of
it
the
not
day,
change
like,
nothing at all. It never altered the destination of us being together and in love and working on our relationship regardless, and still moving to higher levels and still have yet to reach the even higher levels that we are to reach as a couple, whether or not we married, yes or no.
no.
You understand what I
Because
mean?
if we were married, I wouldn't put this much
That's
effort
just-
into it.
Well, that's you.
That's
you.
what I'm telling you. Like, for
That's
me
you.
personally, we wouldn't be
That's
this
you.
far in because
And
I
the-
would not put so much energy. I would not put so much time. I would not do all
That's
of this
you.
that I've done before, like, that I'm doing, like, to make sure
Hey,
that
and
we are
let me say,
together.
I respect that. I can't. I'm not trying to go against what you're saying, but I'm just telling you what, how I see it.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying? Just how I see it.
Well, let us know how you see it. Make sure you comment, like, subscribe, and share this episode and other previous episode of this podcast. Let us know what you think. Join in on the conversation on YouTube or IG. Make sure you're following us, Music and Marriage Podcast on Instagram. Make sure you guys are following us
Yeah.
so you can get all of
Subscribe
our
to everything.
pictures and everything that we be dropping. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ooh, excuse me.
Subscribe.
So make sure you guys definitely check us out on IG as well.
Coming up over the festive season, we're gonna be doing some.
Oh
some
yes, we're gonna
giveaways,
be
right?
doing like a little raffle, our first raffle for the podcast. So a holiday thing. We're gonna be bringing to you guys, a few of our, things that we do promote on the podcast. Few of our plugs that we do support. Black-owned businesses. We're gonna do like a little gift basket where we have a few items from different companies. So make sure you guys check us out on IG. We will definitely be giving you more update on that and more information on how to win the basket. We will be doing a raffle for here in Jamaica and one for the U.S. I think that's it. I'm not sure if we're gonna be doing the one for France. But for U.S. and Jamaica, we're definitely going to be doing a raffle for you guys. Or, something just fun, interactive.
Yeah.
So make sure you guys just continue to check us out on Instagram. Make sure you guys continue to listen to all of our podcasts on all of the streaming platforms, YouTube, which you're viewing us right now, Spotify, Amazon Music, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, iHeartRadio, Anchor FM. Anywhere podcast is available, you can definitely check us out. We're streaming everywhere. Thank you guys again for joining us on another episode of Music and Marriage. My name is Nikita. I'm your host, and this is my co-host.
I'm like Red Square. Peace and love.
What good people.
Touchdown! 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 Touchdown!
Red Square Wolf.
Touchdown!
What's a buckle for me friend them?
Touchdown!
For me day one friend them. None of me link them.